Welcome to Teach Hullabaloo Music podcast number 9. So grab a brew and join our crew. Welcome to the Hullabaloo podcast. Today we have a special guest, Matt Simmons. You're probably here because you are a music teacher, you're a parent of a child in a primary school, you like music, or you know me and you just feel sorry for me because nobody watches it.
How rude.
Truth be told. So, welcome, and Matt, how do we know each other?
So we've known each other for many years now.
What will it be, 7 or 8? Do you think? It was well pre-COVID, wasn't it?
It was pretty. Oh my god, that's weird. I think that was only 5 years ago. Yes, it'd be like seven years. So we've worked together quite a lot on sort of dimensions as a business and sort of spreading the good word of your curriculum, shall we say?
That's right. Yes.
And,
that's right.
Yeah, I mean it's always been great working with you because I'm always just I don't know. You've got such a passion for teaching.
Yes.
And a real belief in what you do. So it's
absolutely.
always good to be brought in. And
yes.
Have a chat, yeah.
Yes, and we're lucky to be able to have you because normally you're working flat out, and at the moment you're just on a little break, and you're going to seize the next opportunity, aren't you?
I am indeed. Yeah. Taking a bit of a career break to sort of go back to what I enjoy doing and which is a different side of training and coaching and teaching, but. Just taking some time to reset myself, after having a little girl, spending a bit of family time, because as you mentioned, working flat out, and I've got a few friends who are in education as well, and my heart goes out to them because I think I work long hours, and I'm going, oh wow, that's proper long hours.
Absolutely, totally. So your career, let's just talk about kind of. You came out of school, and what was your kind of career path then?
So I went into further education. So I went into university down in Kent, Canterbury.
Yeah. What did you do there?
So I did drama and theatre studies.
Oh, so you're on the art side.
I mean, you look at me, and you go, oh, he's much very reserved chap. He probably did accounting, didn't he?
Yeah.
Nope.
No.
Very fun boy, very energetic.
Yes.
And got into theatre. So we did lots of uni. Did some theatre projects on sort of. Fun enough, actually, that's probably my first experience. That's a throwback. This my first experience educating, and we went into local schools delivering theatre workshops.
Oh, brilliant!
Around sort of multi-sensory and things like that. That's a blast from the past.
Excellent.
And then I worked in theatres for a while. On some jobbing on some shows, and then just decided I missed the north. Yeah. Green hills.
Yeah.
Rolling countryside.
That's it.
And then went into sales, selling to the education sector.
Yeah.
So selling school books, sort of blank textbooks.
Oh yeah.
They can be personalised.
Yeah.
And that was good fun. That was my first sort of experience, and I always have a lot of sympathy for school admin staff.
Yeah.
Because it was whenever I'd ring them or they'd ring us and say, oh, we need to reorder. I said, oh yeah, no, what's your postcode? And they go oh, it's W for wine, V for vodka. I'm like, half terms coming, isn't it? You can't work,
I love it.
And
love it.
Then I sort of progressed in my sales career and international, and then sort of got a bit burnt out and moved into training and consulting and education, to businesses, and that's where we were introduced.
Yes, we were. Yeah.
And so that's been a lot of fun working with essentially, business owners and sales teams on essentially adult learning, really.
Yeah.
And making, because I've my career, I've done sales training, I've done business training, and it's always just death by PowerPoint.
Yes.
And it's always just, cool, I'm going to sit here for 2 hours and listen to a man with a polyester tie who hasn't sold since the 80s tell me how to do my job. And it was just, you'd sit there and you'd just be very much just, you'd want to engage, but it was just very dry material. Right. And for me, I wanted to inject a lot of myself into into teaching and into training.
Yeah.
Because I've got a loud personality.
Yeah.
I think we can all agree.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm not a wallflower.
No.
And then sort of moved into corporates as well, and sort of doing virtual training. So I do a lot of like Zoom and things like that. And, it's been a lot of fun. It's been rewarding for me because I can see an impact very quickly on what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, they've really improved, and they said, oh, it's because I'm just doing what you taught me. And I'm like, oh,
yeah.
I
know. Yes.
Gets me that.
Yeah, that's it. Job satisfaction.
It's vital, yeah.
Very important. Yeah, very important. So that's kind of how we know each other.
Yeah.
We'll come back to talk more about. Oh, there's the phone.
It's like I come and just sales start happening.
Yeah, well, that's it. See, there's the phone. Anyway, never mind. Don't worry about that. We're in a different place. You might have noticed we're actually in a different environment here for the podcast. Last time we were in the van.
Oh.
We were on the road, we were in the van, and normally we're downstairs, in a room downstairs that we hire out, but we've had a switch around with the offices, and we've created our own little podcast area. Look at this, what do you think? Yeah, cool.
Very snazzy.
So it's very snazzy, yes. So it's quite nice to kind of have we've got our nice black plush chairs that we've got on Facebook Marketplace for 50 quid.
Steal. Nice
Yeah,
one.
absolute bargain, yeah. So I'm blending in nicely, all in black. I forgot the chairs were black, so you probably can only see my face, to be fair. You probably can't see anything else apart from my face. But anyway, so we're in this nice little environment. We've got a special guest behind you as well there. Looking over your shoulder. I know, randomness.
Didn't know what to think when I saw that.
Just randomness, yeah. Never mind. Anyway, not to worry. So we're going to move on to a regular feature, which is, I could do it with the plants, but that's not going to work because they're artificial, called Musical Lexicon. This is where we learn a new word.
Oh.
Okay. And we see if we already know it, and if we don't, we're going to learn a new musical word. How does that sound?
That sounds great.
Great.
Every day's a school there.
Great. Yeah, okay. And I've just thought what I could have done is put the word up on the screen. So next time, I need to remember to do that. So the word is solfege, and it's spelt SOLFEGE. Solfege. Okay, now, do you have any idea what solfege is?
I think I had it in a restaurant once. Like a fillet of fish now. Is it an instrument?
It is that's a good guess, but no, it isn't. I'm going to give you a clue now. Are you ready? I'm going to play you something that should be a good clue, okay? Yeah, the big clue's coming now.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti.
Oh, that is solfege.
Okay.
The phonetic set of notes that correspond to each letter note. So do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do is known as solfege. There we go. I didn't know that.
I mean, I was way off.
Well, yeah, but it was worth a try. It was worth a go, wasn't it? Definitely worth a go. It's that where each note is given its own syllable. So, when anyone says, do you speak solfege?
Yes.
You can say, yes,
Aye.
yes I do. Yes, re, do, mi, sol, la. And that's a bit of solfege there for you. So, there we go. Did you know that? If you're listening or watching, did you know what solfege is? Well, you do now. There you go. Matt, have you ever played a musical instrument?
I have. I mean...
Okay, right. That sounds like a very loaded answer. I have.
I mean, I said, I like to say that I can play the piano. Not well, but I can play it. Just reminds me of the old Eric Remarque. I'm playing all the right notes. Not necessarily in the right order. Yes, I've flirted with the piano. Obviously, I would not be able to play it at all. And I've always been fascinated actually by people who are musically gifted, and also, to be fair, it's a reflection of them, the time that they can invest into something.
When you say you had to go with the piano, were you a young whippersnapper then, or was this in adult?
This was in high school.
High school.
Yeah, so I got the old Casio digital keyboard. And just like most children, just it was a passing fancy phase. Yes.
That's it.
But that being said, I know I've got some friends who one of them plays the piano and the guitar. I think to level 7 is fascinating. And it's a real skill. Yeah. It's really impressive.
Yeah. It's the practice that you have to put in. I think that's the make or break. So some people stick with it and then on they go, and others, like you say, it's a fade. You have a go at it. Yeah. And then kind of let it slide. But I think it's. What do you think about? So you've got a 2.5-year-old. Yes. And what's she called? Alana. So Alana, would you like Alana to learn to play an instrument?
Yes.
You would.
Oh yeah.
Oh right. Okay. Oh, yeah. Why? Why do you want Alana to learn to play an instrument then?
Well, it's that sort of indication that, I mean, obviously, I'm not going to force you into it, but you want to sort of get to experience and learn something, and it's that sort of nobody, this whole idea of they're a natural musician and this that and the other. Like there's part of it, but it's that, like you said, there's the practice, it's the repetition, it's the dedication. Because it teaches, like for me, I look at like when someone's learning something like a musical instrument, it's a lot of soft skills that go with it that people don't really think about. You've got to learn, perseverance, resilience. Think that these really valuable soft skills that you might not get in another subject, because like with if you can find that passion, you can stick at it. Like, guess what? Like, you are going to be terrible when you start. That's fine. You've got to stick at it. Guess what? You're going to be learning new songs and you're going to get them wrong. But stick at it. And for me, like, it's going to make make her a more well-rounded person. But it's those sort of unwritten soft skills that kind of go with a lot of things that people don't necessarily think about when they're, because they think, oh, they're going to learn piano. Oh, that's going to look good on CV for college applications, or that's going to look good on it's going to make it conversational. It's like no, like it's going to teach them a lot more than just.
Exactly. Absolutely.
I mean, I can play the triangle.
So lead triangle. Lead triangle. Well, we're going to move on to our next slot, which is mystery musical instrument. So today's mystery musical instrument might actually appeal to Alana. It could be even her first instrument, perhaps.
You've not got a drum set, have you?
No. I've got something down here called the saxoflute.
Oh.
Okay, it sounds like a hybrid, doesn't it? Now, I thought we could have a go at this, putting it together, and we could have a go with this, and then I thought you could take it away with you.
Oh.
For Alana.
Thank you very much. So,
and then maybe send us a picture of her having a go with it. So shall we see if we can build it?
I mean, it's 2+, so I think I'm alright.
Exactly. So I think, so shall we get the bits out? So we can and get a noise out of it as well. So I think it's just kind of, while you're doing that, shall I tell you a bit about it?
Go on. So what is about the saxophone?
Okay, so the saxoflute. So I always read out what it kind of says on the website that we purchase these things from. So it says, with saxoflute, your children will love assembling their own musical instrument and then actually composing music with it.
Ooh.
By connecting the colourful tubes, children can create any kind of imaginable horn instrument, or they can copy real instruments like a flute or a saxophone.
Oh.
All pieces are non-toxic and unbreakable, but don't test that now, please. I don't want you to just try and see if you can break it.
No, I mean, they're not met my daughter, to be
No, hours of creative safe play, and it's designed so children can develop the following educational benefits. 1, fine motor skills.
I'm struggling with those right now.
True. 2, spatial reasoning. Okay. And 3, problem solving. There we go. So it's designed so children can experiment and have a new experience every time, because they can build it in different ways every time.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah?
Brilliant.
Does it have holes in it?
It does, I assume, for like a bit of...
Oh,
bit of, like,
okay, right.
I'm not really left it for myself. But...
Well, I didn't want to spoil the surprise and build it or do anything with it, so I haven't actually done anything with it. So I've never blown it or anything like that. So I'm just wondering whether maybe you should, because we're both novices to this. So I'm just wondering whether you could try and get a note out of it now. Okay, does it make any difference with the holes covered? Doesn't seem to. Oh. Okay. Right, some kind of siren noise there we can get. Yeah, yes. The police are coming. Yeah. Nino, Nino, that kind of thing. Assumedly, if you put the tubes with the holes together, it might actually change the pitch. But it should do, because of the length of the tube is to do with the pitch. So let's just have another little...
make a normal...
yeah,
something
okay.
slightly more normal looking, should we say?
Yeah, let's try that.
So
Should
we'll
we
go
try
from
that?
there, so...
Yeah, yeah. Oh, got at least 3 notes going on. Oh my goodness, all the local snakes are coming out of the grass. Honestly, you're like you're charming something there, aren't you? Yeah? Well, that's
Where's
it.
the wicker basket?
Look at that. So, if anyone wants to buy an instrument for their children, or you want it for your instrument trolley at school, it's the saxo flute. How much do you think?
Ooh, that's a tough question.
Oh, you see, we always cost them as well, because people want to know how much should I expect to spend.
I mean, I've been to some like a lot of like choice stores as of late, and
Yeah.
eye-watering amounts.
Gosh, okay, yeah.
16.95.
It was actually £12 online, of course. So Google it. Saxo flute. There, hours of fun. Look, you see, even for adults, not just the children. So, Matt, what about listening to music then? Do you like listening to music?
Yes.
Yeah?
Oh yes.
So, what would be your kind of go-to style or genre?
It's got to be. I mean, it just depends on the mood.
Yeah.
I mean, I grew up, listening to a lot of my dad's music, Led Zepp, AC/DC.
Okay.
And then as I sort of heartbreakingly came to find bands like Blink-182, Sum 41, they're now classified as dad rock.
Oh.
And I'm just like, yeah, that's right, Paul. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Bands that we grew up on when we were young and rebellious are now classified as dad rock.
Yeah. Okay.
So a bit of that and a bit of like indie, indie bands, Arctic Monkeys, Foo Fighters, that sort of genre.
Did you have music on when you were driving here?
I did indeed.
And what were you playing?
It was a bit of an eclectic mix, just because I've been listening to some random tunes, a bit of like Britpop, and there was a weird mashup version, and it was Joan Jett and who was it?
2 hours later.
An American rap group called Cypress Hill.
Oh, right,
it was very, very weird.
Yes, okay.
But it was a mashup of 2 very, very different genres.
Interesting.
And a bit of a... This is a bit different then.
Another mashup. Well, the saxo and the flute. That's a mashup.
There you go.
There you go. So if we're on mashups, then we've got a theme going on here
definitely.
now, haven't we?
Yeah.
Sure. So and of course, like you did mention that it depends what kind of mood you're in, and I think we're all like that, aren't we, with our music? Sometimes you want something nice and relaxing. Other times you want something energising. That's the beauty of music.
It can really set the mood and set the tone, and it can also just get you out of like different moods as well.
Yeah.
You know, if you're listening to something that's energetic, you can't help but, you know, bounce your feet and get up and sort of go. And it is
makes a difference.
It does make a big difference.
It makes a big difference. Yeah, we have a charity that a Hullabaloo charity, which is music in hospitals and care.
Oh wow!
And we donate money to them. And we had their Northwest rep on for the Christmas podcast, Andrea. Hello, Andrea, if you're watching. It was just so interesting listening to her talking about what a difference the music makes, because it's live musicians going into care homes, into hospitals.
Yeah.
And it's been proven to improve, you know, in terms of recovery and that kind of thing. You know, there's a lot to be said for. It's
a different atmosphere when you're seeing somebody playing the music you're listening to as well.
Yeah.
It's a whole multi-sensory kind of experience, really.
It is, and live music, I think, it is really important. I went to a concert on Saturday night at Blackburn Cathedral, which was Coldplay by candlelight.
Ooh.
Mistakenly, I don't know why, but I thought it was orchestral.
Okay.
I don't know why I thought that, but I thought it would be orchestral, but it wasn't. It was a kind of a tribute act. And I was hugely disappointed.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't what I was expecting. Now, they were probably really good. I mean, I must admit, the friend I went with had put tissue in her ears, so that's never a good sign, is it? But we were near a speaker, so it was kind of a bit overblow as well. But it was really... You know, when you think, especially at my age, when you go out, you know, it's a one-off. It's a real one-off, and it was very, very disappointing, really.
It's interesting to mention about the orchestral thing, because I've seen this online and I've watched a clip of it, and it was the Lord of the Ring films.
Oh yeah.
But with a live orchestra doing the music.
Yes, yeah.
And for some of the scenes, like I was only watching it basically through my phone.
Yeah.
And like getting goosebumps. So I can't even imagine how intense that would have been in person, listening to a big 40-piece orchestra.
Yes.
With Lord of the Rings on in the background.
Yeah, no, it is. It's great. It is great when you hear live music. Okay, so we're going to move on to our next regular feature, which is called Look at a Book.
Look at a book. Look at a book. Look at a book. Look at a book. Look at a book.
Right, okay, so we always do a book review.
Okay.
And often it's a picture book for younger children, because we're aiming at the primary school market, but we did do a non-fiction novel last time. But we're back to the picture books now. And this one is called The Musical Life of Gustav Mole. And it's by Catherine Mayrick. So I always kind of make it clear who it's by, because we've got some people who watch and put these in their trolleys on Amazon and the carts and things. And if schools want to build up books with a musical theme, this is a good way of doing it. So The Musical Life of Gustav Mole. Now, and I do a bit of a review. I can't read it out for copyright purposes, but I can tell you a little bit about it. And it might be one that, maybe not yet, but Alana might appreciate. Because this mole is born into a musical family, and I'll turn it around there, which is lovely. And we've got lovely pictures. The pictures are always, we always pick books with nice pictures. So a musical home is never dull. I'll read you the first bit. Lucky the mole born into a musical family. Rockabye Gustav, don't you cry. Mother will sing you a lullaby. Father will play the violin. Sleep, baby Gustav, breathe out and breathe in. Which, when I read that the first time, I thought, well, he'd be dead if he didn't, wouldn't he? Let's be honest. But anyway, never mind. I'm splitting hairs here, I think, aren't I? Probably. A musical home is never dull. 3 happy animals, 1, 2, 3, playing a trio, do you see? Someone is clapping, yes, it's me. Father plays the violin, mother plays the oboe, frog plays the cello, he's a very fine fellow. There we go. So we've got some rhyming couplets going on here as well. So if you're doing rhyming couplets or some rhyming work in your literacy, then it might be a good book to use as well, not just for music. So then we go through how young Mole, experiences music. So it talks about music at play school or nursery, and then it talks about singing, and then going to school and learning real instruments. So the saxophone, funnily enough, is not on here. Surprise, surprise.
That's a trick.
So we've got the triangle, your speciality, Matt.
Indeed.
We've got the recorder, the xylophone, the drum, and the tambourine. And then we move on to the music, the village music festival, where they're having rehearsals for that. And as we go through the book, and I'll skip through a little bit, Little Mole gets lessons on the violin. So it talks about practicing and the need to practice, which we've mentioned. And then he joins a band, and there is the opportunity to play with a famous opera singer called Maria Frog. Yes, Maria Frog. She's singing Bizet's Carmen at the Opera House, and so everyone wants to be involved. He goes along to watch it. You can see him up in the gods here.
Oh yeah.
And he spots a cute little lady mole. Yes, she's in the chorus. The cutest little mole that he ever saw. So he falls in love, and he then writes lots of music. So he's inspired to compose by his love. So then he does a Romeo and Juliet type of thing, where he plays underneath her balcony.
Oh.
Look at that. It does wander, this story, all over the show, but that's what makes it really interesting.
That's not what I was expecting to be
You
honest.
never know what's going to happen in it. No, that's right. So, but unfortunately, it all goes horribly wrong, because Maria Frog is up on the balcony above and tips a load of water on him. So, she is a passion killer.
Oh no.
Yeah, she pours cold water on it all. But anyway, cut a long story short, he ends up with her, and they had a musical wedding.
Lovely.
The end. Isn't that great?
It truly is a musical life.
Musical life. Yes, there is a follow-up book as well to this one. Another one about Gustav Mole, which we will review another time. So you'll have to wait for that one. But this is, it's available through Amazon, and it's The Musical Life of Gustav Mole. So, that's our look at a book.
Look at a book. Look at a book. Look at a book. Look at a book. Look at a book.
Our next feature is In Reverse.
Ooh.
So, honey, which is in reverse, in reverse.
Okay, so how this works is I'm going to play 3 tracks, snippets, backwards, and see if you can guess what the famous songs are.
Oh.
Yeah?
Yeah, go on.
Alright. Now, in previous episodes, I have said, and there is a connection, and you guess the connection. Now, that's been quite tricky, so I'm going to give you the connection, just as an experiment to see if you find it easier then to work out the tracks. So the connection is amnesia. Okay. Now that's not the same as insomnia. Okay, amnesia. So all to do with remembering and forgetting and memory and that kind of thing. All right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I've been really kind there and giving you a little bit of a clue. Here's the first one. Are you ready? Here we go. Okay. You think you've got
Is it
it?
Bowie? Is it David Bowie? Don't you forget about me.
Right. Okay. You've got the song.
Don't you forget about me.
It is.
It's not
That's
Bowie,
the
is
song. That's the song. Well done. So it's Don't you forget about me.
Who did that then?
Simple Minds.
Ah.
Yes. Well done though. You only need to get the title. You don't need the artist. 1 out of 1.
Okay.
Well done, Matt. That's good. Good start there. Okay, next one.
Oh, that's a tough one, that. It's going to be one of those where you're going to tell me, and I'm going to go, oh, it's so obvious.
It's from a musical. There's a clue for you. Maybe another clue then. Elaine Page is famous for singing this one. Have you got it yet? If you're watching or listening.
It's probably someone
you're all shouting it.
Someone screaming, going, "You fool! Is this?"
Yes, it's this. Oh. It's obvious now. Elaine Page, of course.
You've stumped me.
No, okay.
You've stumped me.
You stumped. Okay. It is in fact memory all alone in the moonlight as the moon lost it. That one. Do you know it?
Well, it's obvious now.
You know it, don't you?
Yes.
Do you know what musical it's from?
Oh, I'm really showing myself up now, aren't I?
Oh, yeah. Call yourself a theatre person.
I mean...
Oh. It's from Cats. Cats, the musical.
I want to commit some... there's going to be some outrages here. I'm not a massive fan of Cats.
You know.
I have 2 cats at home, but I'm not a massive fan of Cats, the musical person.
Cats, the musical? No. Not one that you... No.
No.
It's,
the producers and things like that.
Yeah. Well, so that's obviously one of the most famous songs. It's probably the most famous song from Cats. So memory. So 1 out of 2. You've got another chance. You've got one more now.
I've really got to bring this home.
You've got to You've got to get this last one. This one is really, really famous. I can't believe that you won't know this anyway. You will know it. It's just whether you get it or not. Different matters.
You can stop building the pressure. No. I can sort of like I'm starting to piece the melody in my head and
yeah. Well, I've got one again. I'll do some actions now.
Oh, it's
got it now.
Is it? I want to say take that.
Yes.
Oh no! Oh no!
And they go.
I can picture it. I can picture it.
The theme though, because the title is.
Stop memories.
No. What was the first one? What was the first
well,
title?
Don't forget about me.
Yeah. So.
Memories.
Oh. You got it, Paul. Yeah.
Oh,
heck.
Oh, no. Oh, failed miserably.
Oh, dear. You want us to cut this bit out now, don't you? I'm going to find the actual...
No, you can show my shame.
Show your shame?
Well, what's the song called?
Here we go. That there.
Yeah.
Never forget. And you forgot. Never forget and you forgot.
It's a slight case of the amnesia.
Which is in reverse.
Now, what we're going to do now, we're going to lead straight into another feature called Hullakazoo.
Ah.
And today, we're doing Hullakazoo karaoke. That's for you. Again, you can take that home with you. Don't say we never get. This is our merch.
Oh,
right?
very
Yeah,
nice.
yeah. This is the official merch now. Right, we're going to join in on the chorus. Do you know how to play kazoo?
Oh, I want to say you just blow into it.
Right, okay. Thick end goes in your mouth and you don't blow. You hum. Go on, have a quick warm up. Got it?
Yeah.
If you blow, nothing happens.
Oh, it just passes through.
You see? There. So you got to hum it. So what we're going to do is we're going to karaoke on the chorus.
Okay.
Alright? And potentially we could do the action. Alright. Okay? Are you up for this?
Yeah.
Listen, I've bespoke this for you because I knew you were
Hey, no, I mean you.
up for the challenge.
Oh, I'm definitely up for it.
Brilliant.
I've
Good
shown
man.
myself up though with me
Good man.
lack of musical knowledge.
Right, okay, here we go.
Sure where we've been.
Yeah, we've got to wait a bit now.
2 hours later.
We've got time for a bit more, Paul. Okay, we're going to knock you on the head. You did really well there, Matt. Well done.
And
Excellent
yourself,
job.
thank you very much.
Excellent job there. Lovely. That was Hullakazoo karaoke. Right, now, you've had 3 questions in advance.
Yes.
Yes. Did you have time to have a think
I
about
have
them?
thought.
So, I'm going to read them out and see what your answer are, because these are regular questions we ask every single guest, and it's fascinating because we get all different answers. Everyone comes up with something different. So, the first one, if you had to eat one food or dish daily for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Ramen.
Oh.
So broth, veg, noodles, boiled egg,
Okay.
pork or something on top.
Interesting. You really, really like that.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
Like Japanese inspired sort
Yeah.
of cooking in that sort of region. Oh, fantastic.
Brilliant. Right.
And so she can
Okay.
do it
Yeah.
as well.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I can't remember what Suzanne said on the last one. Can you? Can you remember? Oh gosh, sorry Suzanne, if you're watching. That's...
I mean, arguably like a sandwich would be a good shout because you can do whatever you want with a sandwich. If you leave it nice and if you leave your answer nice and vague.
Well, yes.
No.
Yeah, but no, you're going ramen.
Going
yeah.
ramen.
Right. Okay. Next question: if you could take a trip anywhere, where would you go and why?
So where would I go? One of my all-time places to go. It's kind of actually in line with the cooking actually. Is I've always wanted to go to Japan.
Japan.
And the reason being, like me and my wife were talking about because we're sort of going to take a late honeymoon on this. Is like, don't know, I like going to Spain and places like that.
Yeah.
But that's like for me a proper adventure, like because
Right.
it's a very different culture.
Yeah.
And it's that sort of you've really got to absorb and experience it, rather than going somewhere like don't know, love America as well. It's like
Yeah.
well everyone kind of speaks English there, and it's like it's a slightly different culture. Whereas like going somewhere like that is properly foreign holiday.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And the food,
Yeah.
like sushi and things like that.
Yeah. Oh, right up your street.
Oh yeah.
Very good, very good. Okay, last question then. If you could meet any musician or composer, dead or alive, who would you choose and why?
It's a real tough one that.
Yeah.
I'd give this one some thought because I was like, there's so many like good bands and good artists and musicians out there.
Yeah.
And thinking on the way over, I'd probably say meet sort of the guys from AC/DC, Chung and all them lot. Because the music's like, oh no, I remember, no, I've rethought my answer.
Okay, a quick U-turn here.
Quick U-turn. I forgot about them for 30 seconds. The greatest band of all time.
Come on.
It's Queen.
Queen.
It's got to be Queen.
Oh, yes.
The greatest band in history.
Okay, so you want to meet them.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's just so much like incredible music that we made.
Yeah, okay.
Shifted genres,
yes.
everything like that.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, I understand
That's that.
why that would be
Sold.
on your list. Excellent, great stuff. It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for coming and joining us.
Thank you very much for having me.
And our podcast will be the next one. We always release our podcasts on the 19th.
Ah.
So tune in for the next edition, and we hope you've enjoyed spending this time with us in the midst of the madness. And you've got some takeaways there with the book and the saxophone. Yeah, it's time to say goodbye. Bye.
Bye.
I'm not
Never
funny,
except-
but those 3 answers were so good. Honestly, if you weren't married, I'd marry you myself.
Hey, there we go.
Japan and Queen, I was like...
Oh, there we go.
What can I say,
I would have been...
What can I say, Matt?
You need to experience it together. Clearly.
When you said random music, you were listening here. I thought you were going to say something like Coco Melon.
I mean, the Bluey album is fantastic.
Is it?
Oh, yeah.